Most times when we hear gunshots in Kittitas County, it has to do with hunting. But over the weekend, residents heard gunshots of another kind.
And one neighborhood was the scene of a drive-by shooting, something Ellensburg police don't see too often.
Timothy Park is a quiet residential rental community on North Alder Street, but on Sunday, March 6th, it was anything but quiet. Shots rang out as a local Ellensburg resident opened fire on one of the condo entrances, and while this may not be something residents are used to, it's not something that they have to worry about becoming a regular occurrence. Ellensburg police say this is an isolated incident and not a random act. The suspect and victim appeared to know one another. However, the motive is still unclear.
It's still actively being investigated as far as the exact motive, but the witnesses that came forward said there was a disagreement, possibly about money, that occurred earlier in the day prior to the shooting.
I'm standing in front of the building that was shot at during the Timothy Park shooting this past weekend here. Now, Timothy Park maintenance has already patched up some of the bullet holes. You might not be able to see them, but let me show you where they are here. We have one that's right here, another one up here closer to the window, and another one further down here by the ground. Now, when I press my finger on here slightly, I can still feel that it's soft. So the patching material still hasn't fully set, but they have already repainted over that. Now, I spoke with other residents as well. They say the gentleman that was living here who was not home at the time of the shooting, he is not coming back. He's going to be moving out as soon as he can. And although that resident intends to leave, other residents don't see that as being necessary. One resident who lived just on the next street over says Timothy Park is still his home.
I do feel safe. I'm hearing the story more. It seems like there was more specific incident as to why it happened, not just some random occurrence. It definitely is a concern, though, hearing about it being so close, but I still feel safe living in Timothy Park.
Okay, and how is Timothy Park managed? The suspect, 49-year-old Manuel Diaz-Magana, will be charged with drive-by shooting, that's a Class B felony, and alteration of identifying marks of a firearm, which is a misdemeanor.